Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to talk about truth. Have you ever had the chance to overturn an outcome or verdict? As a parent, I have had many opportunities to try to sort out the facts from fiction. At work, it's a leader's job to create and define reality. So maybe you've had the opportunity, but maybe you have not. Instead, maybe you've been the person awaiting an appeal to be heard. You want to have that verdict or decision reversed or altered. Today, we'll see how Pilate had such an opportunity, but did not. Was it the right decision? Let's go back to the book of John for the answer. This is what John writes beginning in John chapter 18, verse 33. So Pilate entered his headquarters again and called Jesus and said to him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Do you say this of your own accord, or did others say it to you about me?" Pilate answered, "Am I a Jew? Your own nation and the chief priests have delivered you over to me. What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would have been fighting, that I might not be delivered over to the Jews. But my kingdom is not from the world." Then Pilate said to him, "So you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this purpose I was born, and for this purpose I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice." Pilate said to him, "What is truth?" So, as you can see, the misguided and erroneous trial is continuing for Jesus. Pilate asks him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Essentially, Pilate was asking Jesus if he was guilty or not of insurrection. Was Jesus really a political threat to Rome, or was he just a troublemaker for the Jews? Now, what we miss in the English is how he asked the question. He actually asked emphatically, "You? Are you the king of the Jews?" He was sarcastic. It's as if he was saying, "Look at you. You're not crazy enough to think that you are royalty with any power, do you?" Jesus couldn't answer the question without clarifying his kingship. You see, the Jews were looking for a conquering king, a ruler who would kick out the Romans and bring control back to the Jewish nation. That was not why Jesus came. He was the king, but he was the king of the universe. He is Lord over all. But he was not a political king that the Jews were looking for or that Pilate was concerned about. Jesus makes this clear in verse 37. He says, "For this purpose I was born, and for this purpose I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice." What a frightening, true picture of the world today. Today, the world is postmodern. It has rejected truth. For the majority of people living, truth is relative at its best. But Christians know the truth. They are to seek the truth. We know what Jesus said. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And so what was Pilate's conclusion? Well, we find it beginning in verse 38. After he said this, he went back outside to the Jews and told them, "I find no guilt in him. But you have a custom that I should release one man for you at the Passover. So do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews?" They cried out again, "Not this man, but Barabbas." Now Barabbas was a robber. Humanly speaking, this is heartbreaking. Pilate is not changing the verdict, but does provide a way out for Jesus. Unfortunately, he has severely miscalculated the offer. Jesus said, "I was born for this purpose, to bear witness to the truth." My challenge for us today is to not settle for the lies of the culture, but to pursue truth at all cost. Today, our fear, anxiety, the greed we encounter, the lust we feel, and sin is because we ignore the truth of God. We believe the lies of Satan. Friend, listen to me. Jesus can be trusted. God the Father is worthy of our faith. So let's trust Him today, and when we do this, we will win the day.